When Susan had asked me to take a mission trip to Nicaragua with her team, I thought about, should I do this? Of course, I had to check with my husband first and say, what do you think about me traveling to Nicaragua on a mission trip? And the surprising thing happened. He immediately said, oh, that would be really nice. You should do that. Go ahead and do it. And I thought, boy, that is all God. Secondly, I thought I would just check with my children. Well, they're grown children now, but I asked them about me traveling to Nicaragua, what they thought about me taking a mission trip, and they were pretty eager about encouraging me to go ahead and take the trip. And I thought, wow, maybe I'm supposed to go. Yeah, maybe I should. And it seemed that everything that was needed in order to make the trip successful came together. I was able to collect the money. My passport was still current, and that was surprising. I thought it had expired, but it just seemed everything that was necessary for me to take that trip was falling into place. There was one time when I believe we were going to the school that day. We were in the car, and there was a young man in the car, and he was talking about some of the young deaf in the Nicaraguan community. And he said that, often the young people feel isolated, they don't have friends or people they can communicate with, and as a result they feel a great deal of depression. And the worst that happens is that sometimes these young people will commit suicide. And that story really that experience really broke his heart, and it really affected us as well as a team. We were really hurt by that story. But learning that, it was proof that deaf people need to be a part of these mission trips, to perhaps go to Nicaragua and other countries and share information and share with the deaf in. Let's see, one thing I noticed maybe is that the people there, they just seem to be a lot more active than we are in the U.S. Outside, people are just walking around on bicycles, and they're using various modes of transportation, buses, vans, and there was some small red vehicle that I think was a taxi, because I saw a lot of them. But there are many people that I noticed on the street walking and selling different wares and their produce and fresh fruits and vegetables. Of course, there's one other thing that I noticed, and I will never forget, is that there was a large volcano in Nicaragua. It was a beautiful backdrop for the scenery, but I won't forget that. The kids are just great. It seemed like the kids really enjoyed having visitors come to their school. Whenever we would show up, they would say good morning to us in Nicaraguan Sign Language. And of course, I started to confuse the ASL good morning with the Nicaraguan good morning, but the children were so friendly, and they were, as I said, were pretty excited to see us. And in class, it just really seems that they were eager to participate, and they would raise their hand to answer questions. That was good, and they were pretty friendly. I really enjoyed those kids, and I can see their faces, and I won't forget those Nicaraguan children. I won't forget their little faces. We really had a strong mission team. There was a great deal of planning, and I traveled with individuals who were experienced with going on mission trips. All three of them had been to several trips previous to this one, it was my first time, but it just seems like everything came together, all the planning, and when we got there, the children were eager to learn. Now, I do have to mention that Nicaraguan Sign Language and ASL is two different sign languages, and there are some sign features that are signs that are shared by both languages, but for the most part we had to gesture because we just knew some very basic Nicaraguan signs and we didn't know a great deal. And because of some of the similarities, I think that really helped us a great deal as we attempted to gesture and teach lessons to the children. And the children seemed to understand us. Because, you know, with the two languages sharing some signs and with our gestures and the children's willingness to learn these lessons, they were able to get the information, share them with other children and their families. So